How's it going, guys? Welcome back to another Pokemon Scarlet and Violet Wi-Fi battle. Today we have a new battle with the Ursaring team. Hopefully it goes well. If you want to try the team out, use the code at the top right corner of the screen. There's also a copy and paste of the team in the description down below. Please like and subscribe for more videos like this one. And with that being said, let's jump into the team preview. Okay, today we're having a battle versus Daniel from the Discord server. Go ahead and join the Discord server. It's the best place to go for Pokemon Scarlet and Violet Wi-Fi battles right now. There's a link in the description down below. Looking at his team, he's got some powerhouses. He's got the Lucario, the Sandy Shock, Staraptor, and the Cloyster, and then he's got a nice little defensive core of Clodsire and Corviknight, so it's a pretty powerful looking team. I think I want to get Stealth Rocks up for the Cloyster and the Staraptor, definitely. Got to be careful with the Cloyster, because if Cloyster sets up to sweep, I am screwed big time. So what I'm going to do is, I see two ground types, so Rotom's not going to have a fun time. Well, it might do actually, because Hydro Pump. So what I'm going to do is lead off with Lycanroc and try and get them Stealth Rocks up straight away. If they lead with Clodsire, we can taunt it, and then we might be able to get a counter kill with the Earthquake, which would be pretty nice. And the battle begins. So Daniel over there is going to lead off with Sandy Shocks, as we led off with the Jaffa, the Lycanroc. So we're not in a bad position. We can definitely switch out if we want to the Toedscruel, wall this thing completely. They could go for Tera Ice, predicting that, which would be bad. I kind of want to preserve... Oh, I don't want to run away. Kind of want to preserve Lycanroc for later on. If we need it against the Lucario, for example, with a counter kill. That'd be nice. I think I just go straight into Toedscruel here. If they Tera Ice and predict the switch, that's a really good play on my opponent's part. I'm really ballsy as well. Withdrawing the Lycanroc as we go, and we're going to go into the Toedscruel, who should be able to wall, in theory, this thing, provided it's not Tera Ice and it goes for Terrestrialization right now. They go straight for the Earth Power, trying to get the KO on the Lycanroc makes a lot of sense. They get a crit on the Toedscruel, which is unfortunate, but it's fine, as now we get a free Spore off on whatever we like, so that's pretty awesome. I am convinced these are choice, because we haven't seen Booster Energy, and they usually are choiced. So let's go for that Spore real quick and get something to sleep, as they do withdraw Sandy Shocks. What's going to get put to sleep though? That's the real question. They're going to go into the Clodsire, which is absolutely fine. Clodsire is fine by me. Go for that Spore real quick, put it to sleep. There we go. Down it goes, which is absolutely amazing. So we could stay in and go for Earth Powers. It's not going to do much damage though, so really what we need to do is get into the Ursaring. Ursaring, looking at their team, is hitting everything except from the Corviknight for a lot of damage. So I think we go straight Ursaring right now. They might withdraw expecting that and go into the Corviknight, but if they do, it's fine. We can handle that. Withdrawing the Toedscruel and going into the Ursaring real quick is probably the best play I could do right here. As there we go, Ursaring comes on in, looking terrifying. They do withdraw the Clodsire, expecting an Earth Power probably, and they're going to go into Staraptor to counteract that. So that makes a lot of sense right there. Now we can probably expect a close combat. So what we could do now is we could go straight for that Terrestrialization into a Ghost Type. I'm looking at their team, looking at my team. Do I need Terrestrialization on anything else? We've got Electric, we got Rock on Lycanroc, we don't need that. We've got Water on Toedscruel, which could come in handy, but not necessarily against their team. We also have the Corviknight with Dark, not really going to help, and you with Steel. I think we're pretty safe to go for a Terrestrialization into a Ghost Type and go for a Facade right now. So let's go ahead and do that. They're going to go ahead and stay in, which is great for us. They probably go for a close combat here, expecting us to just get a free close combat off on my team, because close combat is going to hurt. Or they go for a U-turn right now. They could go for a U-turn as well. I don't think they will. Oh, they do go for a U-turn, which is going to do some chip damage to us. It's not very effective thanks to the Ghost typing, which means it's not going to do as much chip damage, which is great. As now they probably go into the Corviknight, I would say. Corviknight comes on in. Corviknight's obviously going to be able to take a Facade from us nicely. We go for the Facade real quick. Let's see how much damage it does. Still a really good amount of damage. And the Rocky Helmet is going to dig in, which is unfortunate alongside the burn. We're slowly getting whittled away by this thing. What we could do now is we could Tera Blast, or we could go for a close combat. I'm inclined to believe close combat's the better play here, so I'm going to go ahead and go for a close combat. There we go. Winnie's going to come through. Can we get the KO? We do get a crit. Whether the crit mattered or not, I'm not sure. Based on that Facade damage, close combat might have killed there. Damn, that was fire though. Corviknight goes down, which is absolutely amazing. Taking out the Corviknight with Ursaring is absolutely amazing. That crit probably mattered. In comes the Sandy Shock. So this thing comes in. Now, I'm not confident we can live a hit from this thing. I'm going to go ahead and go back into Toedscruel. If they Tera Blast into an ice type, we're kind of boned. But Toedscruel's only purpose in this game really is blocking this Sandy Shock. So I think we're perfectly fine going into it. There we go. Going to withdraw Winnie real quick. And we're going to go into the nice and powerful Toedscruel, who should be able to block this thing in its entirety. So let's go into that. Let's see what they're going to do. They go for an Earth Power again. That's not going to work. Unfortunately for them, it's not going to work. As now, I'm thinking we go for a knockoff. I think knockoff's probably a good idea, because they're probably going to go Staraptor, right? So if we can knock off its item, that's going to be ideal. So let's go for the knockoff real quick. Let's see what they're going to do. They do withdraw Sandy Shocks. Are they going to go to the Staraptor? That'd be amazing if we could get a knockoff on that thing. They do go into the Staraptor, which is absolutely perfect for us. They go for a knockoff. They are reckless as well, which is good to note. Knocking off their Choice Scarf is going to be ideal there. As next turn we can just go into our, well, we've got to switch into Staraptor, of course. We've definitely got to switch into Staraptor. So what we're going to do is we're going to go straight into our Staraptor switch Corviknight, get some Rocky Helmet damage off on it, and we're just slowly whittling away at the Staraptor, which is great. Got to withdraw the Toedscruel, as I said. We're going to go into the nice and powerful Corviknight, who can definitely wall this Staraptor, no problemos. No problemos, no problemos. So anyway, there we go. They go for a U-turn, which is absolutely fine by me. Going to do some Rocky Helmet damage, and it does diddly squat to our Corviknight. And now they go back into Sandy Shocks for sure. They definitely go back into Sandy Shocks for sure. So let's see what they're going to do. Sandy Shocks comes on in. They haven't terrestrialized yet. I believe that they're going to go ahead and they're either going to expect the Toedscruel and they're going to go for a Earth Power. Or, do we have a neutral switch here? What's neutral to ice? Could go into, if we expect a Tera Blast ice, we could go into our Rotom. I think Rotom's a solid one here. I think Rotom is a solid one here. We can go for a Hydro Pump and all that stuff. So we can't risk Corviknight going down when they have a Lucario and a Staraptor on the team, and of course the Cloyster as well. We've got to watch out for that. So they do terrestrialize. Are they going to go into an Ice type? Have we made a good read here? I think we've made a good read here. So they are going to terrestrialize into a Ice type. They're going to go for that Tera Blast. They're going to eat it up like it's nothing. And then we can go straight for a Hydro Pump, which will do a lot of damage to the Clodsire. So they go for the Tera Blast, which is absolutely fine and dandy. Shouldn't 2-hit KO us. If it does, I'm going to be very shocked. Rotom gets frozen to death, as that is nearly a 2-hit KO, which is... Oh, it's a crit. That's right. They got a crit. All right, cool. So we go for a trick expecting the Clodsire right now, right? Yeah, we go for a trick expecting the Clodsire to come in. Clodsire has to come in here. They're probably expecting a Volt Switch or something. They can't switch Staraptor or Cloyster in. They can't really switch Lucario in. They kind of have to go Clodsire, even if it is a Hydro Pump they expect. So they do withdraw the Sandy Shocks. Are they going to go into the Clodsire? Bum, ba, da, bum, ba, ba, bum. Clodsire comes in. So not only is Clodsire asleep, we have also crippled it with a Choice Scarf, which is absolutely amazing. There we go, tricking over a Choice Scarf real quick. Lovely. Hopefully they don't have Black Sludge. That'd be bad. Damn, they have Black Sludge. Okay, so the reason you don't run Black Sludge on a Poison type in today's meta is because of the simple fact... I'm going to hit this thing with a Hydro Pump right now. Hydro Pump comes through. Oh, we miss. They're Water Absorb. That's good to know, though. That's good to know. So they're not unaware, which means we can set up if we want to. That's really good to know, that is. So, now we get a free switch in with our nice and powerful Ursaring. So let's go ahead and do that. Switch out Bosche real quick. We'll go into Ursaring real quick. They probably wake up this turn and go for a Stealth Rock or something, which would be absolutely fine. We're going to go into Winnie real quick. There we go. Clodsire is fast asleep though, which is actually perfect for us, as we get to fire off a nice and powerful Facade, which is going to do some solid damage to everything on their team. There is nothing on their team that wants to switch into a Facade. Not even the Lucario. Not even the Lucario can switch in. They go for a Facade. That's going to take out the Clodsire, no doubt. There we go. Down it goes. Had not a chance in the world of taking that. So we've basically destroyed their defensive wall, which is great for us. Absolutely perfect for us, in fact. Absolutely perfect for us, in fact. In comes the Sandy Shocks. That thing can definitely revenge kill Ursaring. Now, I'm looking at their team and I'm thinking, you know what? There's not a lot that really wants to... that we can really switch Ursaring on. They all outspeed us. They all take us out. Let's just go for the Facade on the off chance they don't attack us. They go for a Tera Blast. That's what they decided to lock themselves into, which is absolutely fine. Tera Blast comes through. That's going to destroy Ursaring. Had no choice but to let it go, unfortunately. So Ursaring doesn't get to do too much this game. Took out the Clodsire and the Corviknight. So Ursaring, being a wall breaker, did exactly what it needed to do this game, which is absolutely amazing. Now that they're locked into Tera Blast, we can go into Lycanroc, go for a Stone Edge if we want to. They'll probably bait out the... yeah, I think Lycanroc's a really good switch here. So Lycanroc has no guards, which means Stone Edge can't miss, which is amazing. So we fire off a Stone Edge here, and the rest of their team can't switch in. They have to attack with Sandy Shocks and let it go down, or they just lose one of the other Pokemon on their team. So let's go for the Stone Edge real quick. They're going to withdraw Sandy Shocks. What are they going to go into, though, to take Stone Edge? Probably the Lucario, right? Staraptor? Fair enough. Sacking off the Staraptor, which makes a lot of sense. We go for a Stone Edge. It's going to destroy that Staraptor's life. No problems there. As down it goes. So Staraptor goes down, which is amazing. Lycanroc's putting in the finest of work right now. Sandy Shocks comes back in. Interesting turn of events. We are Focus Sash, so we can definitely take this thing out with a Stone Edge right now. Stone Edge will take it out, I'm pretty sure. They go for a Flash Cannon, which is absolutely fine. It's going to take us right down to nearly our Sash as we go for a Stone Edge and are able to take out the Sandy Shock. So Lycanroc is put in the finest of work this game. The absolute finest of work. Now we just need them to go into Cloister, where we can taunt it, stop it from setting up a Shell Smash, and then go from there. In comes the Lucario. So Lucario comes on in. We don't... I'm pretty sure we outspeed, but they probably just go for a Bullet Punch or something here. So what I'm going to do is... I'm going to go ahead and go for a Taunt, stop them from setting up a Swords Dance. They do go for the Bullet Punch, which is absolutely fine. Lycanroc goes down, which is unfortunate, but at the same time, it's Lycanroc at the end of the day. It's done its part. It did way more than we ever expected it to do. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into Corviknight. We go for a Brave Bird real quick, which is absolutely amazing. Corviknight comes on in. And we're going to exert some pressure. And now it all comes down to whether or not this Cloister can come back for them. I wish we had Body Press on this set, but we don't, unfortunately. So let's go for that Brave Bird. They go for a Sword Dance, which is terrifying. Absolutely terrifying, that is. Absolutely terrifying. We go for a Brave Bird real quick. There we go. Lucario is going to take about 50% health, which is great. I'm confident we can live a close combat, though. I'm pretty confident we can live a close combat from this thing. We are physically defensive. They go for a Drain Punch. Is that going to recover enough HP to where they can live another Brave Bird? It does. That is unfortunate. So Brave Bird comes through. Nearly gets the KO, which is unfortunate for us. As we do have options, though. We do have options. So let's go for that Brave Bird again. Let it take us out. They go for a Drain Punch again. That's going to take us out, unfortunately. Do we not have Rocky Helmet on this thing? Do we not have Rocky Helmet? Or does Drain Punch negate that? That's weird if it does. I'm pretty sure we had Rocky Helmet on that, though, right? Or did we get knocked off? No, we had Rocky Helmet. So why didn't it take any Rocky Helmet damage? Does Drain Punch, like, glitch the system or something? I don't know. Let's go into Tigglybuff anyway. Let's go into old Tigglybuff over here. There we go. And what we're going to do is we're going to go straight for the Psychic Fangs just to take out this Lucario. It should KO from here. They go for a Bullet Punch. That's going to be able to do a lot of damage to Tigglybuff, but it's not going to be able to take it out. As we go for the Psychic Fangs. Takes out the Lucario, which is amazing. Down it goes. And now it all comes down to whether Cloister can pull this back for them. So in comes the Cloister, which is absolutely terrifying, by the way. Cloister is terrifying. We need to hit this Thunder Wave. That's what we need to do. We need to hit this Thunder Wave big time. Thunder Wave comes through. We do hit it, which is amazing. It's going to paralyze the Cloister. If we can get a full paralysis here, that'd be amazing. Watch it happen now. No, they go for a Shell Smash. Okay, so that is terrifying. So, here's the thing. We outspeed still. I'm pretty sure Toedscruel will outspeed as well. And go for a Giga Drain right now. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to go for a Reflect. I think Reflect is best play. So they are White Herb as well, which is interesting. So what's our way of taking care of this? Not a lot. Rotom should still outspeed with the Volt Switch. It really depends. Let's go for that Reflect to get the Reflect up on our side of the field. That's probably the best thing we could go for right now. They go for an Ice Shard, which is going to nearly take us out, as we can go for a Reflect now, which is absolutely amazing. So Reflect comes through. We're going to go for a Psychic Fangs now just to see if we can get some damage off. They probably just go for an Ice Shard to take us out, though. Psychic Fangs comes through. That's going to take them out. And they couldn't move because they were paralyzed, which is absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. We go for another Psychic Fangs here. They're probably trying to set up another Shell Smash. That's probably what it is. They're probably trying to set up... Yeah, they set up another Shell Smash. That's GG right there. That's 100 billion % GG right there. So, they're going to get the defense drop and all that wonderful stuff. They're going to get the speed rising, which is always nice. So now they probably outspeed us. Right? Let's go for that Psychic Fangs and find out. They couldn't move because they were fully paralyzed. Yes, come on through right now. Tigglybuff's coming through for us. Psychic Fangs comes through. They do outspeed us though. They go for an Ice Shard. Actually, that's probably why they outsped. So we still don't know whether they outspeed us still or not. The only way we're going to find out is by going into the almighty powerful Rotom and hoping, and I mean hoping, we can live an Ice Shard, provided we outspeed, which I don't think we do. Let's go for the Volt Switch and find out. They couldn't move because they were fully paralyzed. No way. That is really unfortunate, as down goes the Cloyster. So that was nearly, very nearly, a comeback sweep from Cloyster right there. But Tigglybuff's Paralysis came through for us. What a hype moment. That was pretty awesome. So GG, Daniel. That was pretty fun. There was a lot of hacks involved that game. We got a crit on the Corviknight. You know, we got the Paralysis on the Cloyster. Absolutely friggin' hilarious. That is. I couldn't get my words out then. Anyway, thank you for watching today's video. If you did enjoy, of course, leave a like, subscribe, all that wonderful stuff. And with that being said, I'll see you all in a bit.